But the Limp Warlock, not something that we are that used to seeing. But we'll see if he's able to make it work this game. And in terms of timing, does this Alliance just say to you, let's get this one finished early on, or does it say it's all right if the early game doesn't go great? What's the plan here from Alliance?
Alliance definitely want to push down towers at a very fast rate. Once they reach like 15 minutes in, they want to group up, fight when they've got the Chaotic Offering, have the Luna in the front lines pushing tower with Bloodlust, and then once a fight happens or something and Rock's on cooldown, then they go back and farm, wait till they have Rock again and rinse repeat. So it's push around the Infernal and otherwise just back off and farm.
Alliance with the smoke, see if they'll catch anyone. They could try and wrap around to mid. They'll get a ward down at the least. That may just be that. Yeah, indeed. It's just going to run out of the smoke here. And unless an unsuspecting member of Liquid comes up this way, it doesn't look like Alliance will find anything. Liquid themselves, keep themselves... Oh, Matumba Man.
Oh, no.
Oh, Matumba Man.
They don't realize.
Oh, Matumba Man. Oh, yeah, run away.
Do something.
Oh, off we go.
You had him. Alliance, what were you doing?
I mean, they don't have a lot of lockdown. I mean, what can they go for? 5 last
you know,
beam.
They got 5 heroes with Luna Blessing. If they were all grouped as 5, that's an easy kill. It's I guess maybe if Slack is really fast on the pounce, he gets away, but you at least get him down to 100 HP just by using even Ignite. I think they could just Ignite, Heal Bomb, but they weren't grouped up for it. They got caught a bit by surprise there, it looked like. But nonetheless, they still get Bounty Rune apiece. They'll walk away unscathed.
And looking at the lanes as well, it is going to be Alliance going in on the aggressive down on this bottom lane, trying to get that head-to-head lane with Matumba Man Slark. So, I mean, Liquid, are they okay with this? Are they going to need to switch things up to help create space for Matumba Man? Because this is going to be heavy for them down bottom.
They're going to hit these Illuminates. The Illuminates is the big AoE nuke that can perhaps beat a tri-lane, but EGM has got the surround and Matu.
TP it out.
Yep. Already TPing. TP top with a salve, so he's going to take on Jonas. And it's an immediate lane rotation as Mind Control TPs himself down bottom.
This is got to be the best way to deal with this, because this is just such a nasty, aggressive trial lane from Alliance. You can't put a Slark against that. But that Alliance, hey, they say we'll switch it up. You want to play musical lanes? We'll join in. Load us up to the top.
The second movers are the ones who have the advantage, because they can react to the TPs, and it's not like you can just go back bottom if you're Matu.
Mid lane. Very, very close.
Yikes.
Both Limp and Miracle trying to outplay each other there. Limp's actually going to come out a little bit better. Actually, well, gets the Sal taken off in there as he aggroes the creep. So a little bit of a mess up, but he's got their Shadow Word heal, which is going to keep him in a pretty strong position against Miracle.
Unfortunate with the Sal, but even so, he's doing just fine here. May look to bring out some additional regen, and yeah, he's actually got another salve en route already. Just because he's probably anticipating that he'll get in another blows exchange with the Storm. Something which does favor the Warlock for the most part.
Yeah, and I guess wanting to use the Shadow Word aggressively really here to help zone Miracle out of the lane. Meanwhile, the lane matchups, other than Luna and Slark, Loader and Matumba Man moving up to the top lane, the support's going to stay down bottom. And indeed, again, mid lane, Limp just dropping down the Shadow Word, forcing Miracle back out.
Yep.
And that is allowing Limp to keep himself just slightly ahead on the CS at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think if you're Liquid, you don't want to over-rotate with bringing Coddle and stuff top as well, because Coddle in the offlane is just going to get picked apart without the pull camps. You want to be playing near your tower as a Coddle. In the offlane, you're a very easy kill for a Dazzle Luna, so they leave Coddle bottom just to spam a few blasts and secure Mind Control's lane a bit. Also, Coddle can just use the jungle very well. You can farm it, you can stack it. So they're just going to leave Matu kind of solo in what is a lane where he's not going to get much farm, but the trade-off is there with the Beastmaster doing a little bit better.
This time around, Miracle tops up there by the Iron, forcing Limp back. Bottom lane, Mind Control 3 stacks on him as Jenison Fan comes across with a Firefly. Make that 4. TP will come through. Mind Control pops the stick charges. It's not going to save his life. They may lose Jenison Fan for this, and they will do indeed. Matumba Man comes in, gets himself involved with a bit of XP, a little bit of gold as well. So the 1-for-1 trade going on down there, and Matumba Man, I mean, for him to be fair, coming back down from the top lane, the fact that the Luna's not down here, he's actually alright with this. He's got a creep wave coming in under the tower, so we'll see how much money he can make of this one. So Matumba Man reacting to wherever he sees the need to go. Are we going to
see Loader now go back bottom? Bat's already TP top, perhaps looking for a kill as well, but I think Loader is actually going to TP back bottom now to contest the Slack once more. Loader's just following Matu wherever he goes. Mid lane, Miracle and Limp trading hits again, very aggressive between these two. Miracle will get low from the Fatal Bonds, but actually with the Ogre rotation, that's a kill.
Yeah, Miracle, a lot of trouble. He's got the back
I
of the
say that, but Kuro, what a hero.
Oh, he's gonna live.
Ignite, but
No, he's not.
not
It's
quite.
JK.
They are.
He might get
Shadow
Kuroki
Word.
as well, actually, Hansken. He's gonna have Ignite and Fire Blast in a second. Kuroki needs something to tether across to, and I don't think he's gonna find it. He'll go for the TP out. One more club will do it. Oh, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it. Kuroki gets himself out, trying to do his best, as we said as well, to keep Miracle alive, and he nearly does so.
Yep.
So good attempt from Kuro. Not quite good enough, though, to save Miracle.
Oh, Limp's nice and farm now, has boots 1 with the bottle, hits level 6. He's probably going to call for a rotation to kill Miracle with his Rock if possible. If you can kill him while you've got Rock before he hits level 6 himself, definitely worthwhile. Limp already going aggressive. As soon as he gets back to lane, he throws a Fatal Bond Shadow Word. He's looking for this one. He's just right-clicking Miracle away. Miracle comes back for another creep wave. It will potentially spell his demise, but he's, I think, wary of this and is just going to jungle himself to level 6.
Yeah, has to be so careful. He really, really does. And he's pretty much had Kuroki in the neighborhood, being there to babysit the storm.
Yep.
As this is such indeed just a very important moment for Miracle to make sure he doesn't go down
They've
again.
got 2 bottles between them, so there's plenty of HP regen there. Miracle will easily get his level 6 from jungle if he wants to, which looks to be the call here as Kuro swings back mid. We'll plop a ward down and perhaps leech some XP here. How's our friend the Slack? Slack is still struggling for farm, 17 CS. Bit better than how he started, but he's, as far as the carries go, doing quite poorly. Loda's followed him down bottom, so wherever Slack seems to go, Loda not long to follow.
Both EGM and Hansken down at the bottom at the moment. Just keeping eyes on the pulling area.
Boba does have 2 points in the Illuminate, so you've got to be a bit careful about how aggressive you go, and even just the laning, you don't want to take too many Illuminates. But they're doing a pretty good job of sidestepping them. Has led to Bulb actually getting 11 CS, so while Slack's not free farming, it's not like the farm is being lost.
On mid lane, Limp as well. Heads up to the top rune, and looks, yeah, he'll get it. Nothing they can do to stop that.
Yeah, even threw the Shadow Word on himself just in case that gank came in and had the mana to spare. Hansken's been very aggressive, imposing himself on this game so far with the Ogre, and Miracle, unfortunately, won't find a rune. Neither him or Kuro able to refill their bottles, which is a tough break for them. They're going to then transition towards bottom lane, looking for Loda, who's not level 6 yet.
Yeah, this could be a good time for Liquid to make this play. They'll jump forward, look towards EGM, immediately self-shallow graves.
Miracle's low
play
here,
around
needs to be
this.
careful.
Miracle a little low on the tank as well, and Limp comes in, drops the Golem. Miracle's going to be able to get himself out of this one for the time being, though they have lost ball, but they'll lose EGM in return, so 1 for 1, and they'll manage to get the chase down. Hansken was there up top. Miracle out of mana, so Alliance keeping this one in their favor with a 2-to-1 trade, forcing Matuma back as well, and in fact they might just get this kill. He pounces away, immediately TPs. So Matuma back to base, but still at this point, without level 6, has to play very careful around Alliance, and 4 for 2 at the moment. Alliance looking to be in a good place, and we'll be able to get some good pushes on.
The levels is a big worry for Liquid. They're getting a very late level 6 on both Beastmaster and Slack. Slack can't sustain himself in lane without his level 6. Beastmaster can't start getting active and finding kills until he's level 6. So these two level 6 taking as long as they have is a bit of a worry and concern. Alliance have taken advantage of their strong early game and capitalized on the poor laning stage of Team Liquid.
So Jonas Fan trying to make a bit of a goal to buy control, but Miracle's there with the response. Jonas Fan will pay for his efforts there.
I guess Beast his level 6. Elsewhere Slack got his, and he's going aggressive on EGM.
TP reaction will come through. Limp is going to start hitting EGM up, and EGM will get himself away. In fact, Limp getting the punches onto Kuroki, nearly bringing down the IO. We'll see if they can get him. He'll tether across to Miracle. He looks like he will be all right. But obviously just making sure that Matuma Man doesn't get a free kill onto EGM.
Yep. Go Limp. Could have gotten the kill if he used the Shadow Word aggressively, but said, no, we're going to make sure he saves his buddy first and foremost.
And important as well for Limp that he's careful, because he's very, very close to having a pretty good Midas timing as well. You know, top of the net worth, and Midas only 200 gold away at 8 minutes in.
Yeah. Nice little play there. There's a rotation towards bottom, but Radiant Vision sees a lot of this movement through their own jungle, so any of this Alliance aggression is being scouted out. And for Alliance, you don't want to play too aggressive until you've got that next chaotic offering, so more likely than not, we'll see them look to smoke up or make a play around that next cooldown of limps.
Bulba as well. I mean, as we said earlier, you know, he has been cleaning up some of the lanes. Not really too much in terms of looking towards the jungle. I mean, we can see from the warding, you know, Alliance trying to do their best to keep some control of Liquid's jungle. And no kind of too many stacks or such going on for Liquid. Midas is now done. So Diamond and Midas for the Royal look very good. A bit of a jump in on bottom. And Raw actually expended as well to Jonas and Fan. They're not actually going to be able to commit for the kill there. So a little bit of an awkward play for Liquid. I mean, at the least, they realize that they feel that they should back up. But yeah, not getting the kill with the Royal.
Not back off. Machu will at least get a bit of farm in the lane, but he's still struggling. Beastmaster's struggling. The Necrobook timing is a pretty important one. His EGM will get gone. Doesn't have a TP, so this could be a kill here if they're not careful. But
oh, and the Eclipse and the Golems drop down. Oh, miracle! Just zapping away. He'll go for the TP now. Flame break. Oh, there's no point anyway, and it would have stopped the TP. The damage might have been enough though.
Loda used the Lucent Beam on Io. He should have used the Lucent Beam there on the Storm Spirit. Unfortunately, just got a bit unlucky with the bounce of the ultimate and had thrown his nuke elsewhere, so didn't find the Storm kill. It was such a great counter game for Alliance. They were ready for it with the Eclipse and the rotation from Limp.
I mean, EGM has proven to be a right little nuisance, right?
Yeah.
Loda constantly trying to get Lucent Beam out, but he's duking it all out. Jonas and Fan with this lasso, and then Miracle just kept alive by Kuroki.
Hanskin making the play. He had eyes on Kuro the entire time. Saw him trying to position for that relocate save, and just he fire blasted him just as he flew in with the tether. Really, really nicely done. Alliance winning the early game as they needed to with their draft. This is something that kind of Shane mentioned, where if it goes like past 25 minutes or so, Alliance's chance of winning this game will start to go down. The global mobility of Liquid's draft is impressive. They've got recall from the Coddle, they've got the relocate of the Io, the Storm's mobility. Beastmaster's a kind of hero that spends a lot of time missing off the map. Can get very active and mobile, but they don't have the farm to use this mobility right now. The Necrobook timing is going to be very late for mind control. Slark's not anywhere near a Shadow Blade or anything of the sort, so they can't really effectively use relocate aggressively. It's purely a defensive tool for now.
I'll take that.
I mean, it feels that quite a bit of this is going to be down to the plays that Miracle and Kuroki can pull off, you know, with the Storm Io combination. You know, we've seen those last fights. They can still put out a fair bit of damage, zipping around. Miracle utilizing this tank of mana to the best to bring down some of the heroes of Alliance. But as you say, it's getting hard. With the fact that Alliance just straight up are ahead, you have got this Warlock that's going to be hitting these great item timings with the farm and with the early Midas that he got.
Yep.
And the team fights are only going to get harder and harder.
Next rock is going to be a level 2-1.
Yeah.
It will also be a point boost already picked up for Limp, so looking like he'll be well on the way towards his Ag Scepter.
And whilst this all goes on, you know, you look to Loda and Loda. And with the Dominator, Ogre Club picked up.
I think this is what Liquid need to do, just find trades elsewhere on the map. They don't push anywhere near as fast, but they've still got to at least try and look for tier 1 towers when Alliance go. They're going to maybe trade even 2 towers for 1, but considering how strong Alliance are in a 5v5 setting, sometimes you may just have to give up a couple of towers to take 1 yourself. But Alliance not having any of it. They've already preemptively TP'd Hanskin to the tier 2, looking for a cache somewhere on the map. The Alliance say they don't even care about taking that top tier 1 tower. They'd rather defend their other lanes, slow down anything Liquid are doing in.
I mean, mid lane, Jonas, the fan's going to want to be careful. He's 200 gold away from a Blink Dagger, and he's going to be a little bit further away. They do manage to set him back. And he comes loaded with the Eclipse, finds one. Miracle's his forward, actually takes a second as he brings down EGM on the back lines. And Miracle, he's not done. He's got his eyes onto Loader. KuroKy backing him up, and in fact, they'll take him away. Limp nearly casted the ult there, but he holds onto it, doesn't want to waste it. Good cancel cast, but Alliance losing 2. And again, a bit of a setback there for the Bat, putting him back a clear few hundred away from the Blink Dagger timing. Miracle. Hanging around with this. The multicast comes through. I mean, this really is one thing as well. Without that Bat, it's Alliance this time around with the lockdown issues.
Yep. And that Bat was a big kill because he was very close to the Blink Dagger.
Close.
Slowing that down is... He's the hero that needs to... Like, when Alliance go for their 5-man push, it's really more like a 4-man push while Batrider lingers back looking for a pick-off. And if he finds a catch, then you TP in and finish off whoever you get with, like a Luna or someone. But now we can see Alliance, they can also play the farm game. While pushing and breaking towers, you want to make sure you maintain some level of farm. They had the Helmet of the Dominator on Loader, so he's being able to stack Ancients. He's going to pick up an early Dragon Lance and is in a decent position here.
And also, unless I'm kindly totally out of the box here, but with the build on Luna, maxing the glaives over the blessing, I guess this is down to having the fatal bonds on the side, or is this standard?
It's pretty standard. You normally just see 1 or 2 points max on the aura.
Yeah.
You just farm faster with the you farm the jungle faster with the Moonglaives.
Yeah.
You farm ancient stacks better. So your overall farm speed is better with just the value. It's pretty much a value point in the aura.
Yeah.
14 damage, it only goes up to 22. It's not percent based. It's just a flat increase. So yeah, it's nothing much more to it. And it's also it's what gives you the increased night vision. So the 1 value points, obviously very useful.
A Limp. Progress continues towards the Axe. About 1,200 gold to go, and it will be there. It's just a question if Alliance can find the fight split. In fact, Alliance actually looking for a fight now. They don't have a Eclipse back up for 15 seconds.
And Slark saw the Bat with his advanced night vision himself.
We'll try for...
I'm not sure this is a...
Yeah, they're not getting anything here, Alliance.
Just poking and prodding, trying to zone him away.
The blink is now done. It's picked up by for the side shot. By the Bat again. Look at the map. Between these two, they're not going to catch him.
Or maybe force an ultimate. Well, they're trying to force an ultimate, but Matu holds his finger off the trigger.
And Miracle's getting lots of space. Down here on the bottom, pushing the lane in.
He's farmed. He's been splitting the map a lot better, just making more use of the map available, while Alliance have been much more kind of five-manny. Bat will find the Storm here, but it may just be an IO kill that he can get.
Vortex on lasso action there. Loader turns up. KuroKy actually going to go for the relocate out, and he's made it.
Guess get him out of there, but it doesn't really save your life when you come back. It's not Nature's Prophet TP. So
can he time the TP? Can he time the TP? He's going to...
Oh, he's being recalled. Not time.
Not time.
Tried for it, but not quite.
Yeah, he did. KuroKy down there, tries to go.
It's a 5-second teleport delay, so you got to do it when you see that. I mean, they do damage almost instantly on landing, so it's very difficult to time as well. Easier than the TP timing, but...
Yes, the TP timing is literal frames that you have to get it down to. Whereas that one, as you said, yeah, a little bit more of a space with the damage that has to come in to stop. Alliance now into the pit. Yep. And with the Quid kind of back to base like that and actually looking to show themselves up top, Alliance are going to feel pretty confident in getting this one done. Not necessarily the quickest. Liquid just going to go for the tier 2 trade up top.
Yeah, it was scouted by the Hulk.
Yeah.
The Hulk which was killed, but Alliance, even having been scouted, they're not afraid. They're going to keep doing it. Tier 2 tower from Roche.
And this is going to make that push pretty good. You know, Aegis, and with the bounty from Roshan, that is going to put Limp very close to having the Academics done. So the next team fight could be the scary one for Liquid.
Yeah. Liquid will have the Bloodstone now complete on Miracle Storm, so he's farmed himself. And looking for a tier 1 tower. They get 2 towers for the Roshan, getting the mid one with the Beastmaster who committed his Necrobooks and Horrors. So overall, like, was a decent trade for Liquid. There was no real way to contest fighting into the Eclipse plus Chaotic Offering. And Alliance have to be careful. They're spending a lot of this game grouped up as 5. They're not really accruing anything of a lead in terms of overall experience or gold. It's more just like a strategic advantage to have the Aegis, to have these item timings, which will allow them to be very strong if they 5-man push. But Liquid's ability to be annoying split push, using the recall, using the relocate, using just the Storm Serum mobility is what's going to make it very hard for Alliance to utilize that strong 5-man push of theirs.
And there we have it. Both mids hitting the B item that they were looking for. Bloodstone for Miracle, Aghanims for Limp.
Okay. We'll see how much it can influence as far as actually allowing Alliance to 5-man push.
Now imagine at this stage, Limp and the boys will be a little happy with taking a 5v5. And Miracle, he's just gonna let's kill that Centaur. Right, no, he's gonna leave it. He's not gonna get drawn away too much by the scent.
Crew will come in and block those Ancients, so making sure that at least some of Alliance's farm can be slowed down.
I mean, because if Alliance do just group up and barrel down a lane now as this 5-man, do Liquid have much of a chance of stopping a push as such as the one that Alliance could pull out?
Yeah, they can stop it not by a head-on.
Oh, that's a good catch. That's a very good
Not
catch.
get off the dark back. Oh, but he got off the ultimate. Firefly will burn him down though.
If he got out of that one.
They stopped the 5-man push just by pushing the other side of the map. That's pretty much the approach you take.
But that is a
Their
big
line
kill.
of push is about a little bit slower than Alliance, I want to say. There's a Bloodlusted Luna versus what's like a Beastmaster with Necrobook. It's just Necro 1 right now. And with a Slack
He's
10
got the two recipes out. He's got the two recipes, God.
for...
On the courier.
oh.
Bam, bam. Level 3. Here we go.
They're just going to look for the trade. They can't really fight 5v5, and it's not even a 5v5, it's a 5v4. So I think Liquid, all right, they'll TP back with mind control. I guess they're not going to go for the base race because they just realize they're going to lose racks before they even take a racks, which is like a...
What's the plan? What's the plan here, boys? Who's going to make the call?
Yeah. And they've got to find some way to defend. Bat's already looking to go aggressive here. Just burning down the trees, can find a Hawk or something.
They pushed him. They're doing it. Tier 3 starting to fall pretty heftily on this top lane. Mike Shaw leads forward.
Nice
Look for
eliminate.
Raw. Goes for Jonas and Fan. The two man to follow through as well. The column gets dropped in the midst of it all. Good grave from EGM on Jonas and Fan. Keeping him alive. Miracle trying to zip around on the back line. Is looking to pick some stragglers off. Takes one down. They've lost the Aegis as well. So they get something more. Miracle vortexing in. Limp. They have a bit of armor thanks to the weave from EGM, and he'll go for the straight TT out. Handskin looks for the stun onto Kuroki, will allow them to escape, but it costs the life of Handskin. So Alliance offering up their two supports. And at the end of the day, Liquid getting the 2 kills, getting the push from Alliance halted as they keep their tier 3 alive, and they kill off the golems.
Yeah, the Coddle Illuminate just did too much damage to them. It got everyone down to half HP. Batrider and Luna just take too much damage on the front lines, and once they're both half HP, that's signal for Liquid to initiate. They weren't going to initiate on full HP Alliance, but they're more than happy to go in once they're half HP. Yeah, the Batrider gets initially saved by a grave, but that's not going to really... That means he's being graved, and then the rest of Alliance have to completely run away because they can't sustain a fight. Bat can't go for an aggressive lasso once he's been brought down as low as he did, so... Alliance just missing that little bit of sustain. They don't have a mech, they don't have a pipe.
Bat. Man's found him a miracle. He wants some more bloodstone charges. Give them to the boy.
Yeah.
16 now up on him. 22 minutes in. He'll take that, and well on the way to having the Orchid complete as well. This Storm is going to become a right little nightmare for Alliance at this kind of rate.
Oh,
Miracle having a very, very strong game now.
And hard to kind of just 5-man push when Storm can just ball in, clear out the wave, TP himself home as you do it. It's also the Coddle. You can recall the Storm while he balls in. We saw that from NP. They didn't quite execute it perfectly every time, but the option is there if you're really needing to clear out a creep wave while your opponents are going for like a group up 5-man push high ground kind of play.
And at the end of that last push as well, Bulb was finished up an Ags on the Coddle.
Yeah.
So these kind of 5v5 pushes are going to get a little bit harder for Alliance during the daytime with that extra vision and the heals that Bulb was going to be able to give out to his team.
I also imagine Miracle will likely go for a Lincoln Sphere after the Orchid, which makes him close to unkillable since you can't initiate on him with the Batrider Lasso at that point. And that's going to make life that much more fun for Miracle in these fights. He can just ball in, kill the supports, go straight onto the Dazzle with the Orchid. I mean, he's already going to be probably looking to do that. Just initiate onto EGM, Orchid him, kill him to start the fight, while Beastmaster and Slark find a target on the front line, someone like the Bat or the Warlock, and they go for that kill.
I mean, it really is just looking like a fantastic game for a Farm Storm Spirit.
We've kind of reached that point where Alliance just haven't done enough with their strong 5-man. They didn't have to have taken racks by now, but they needed to at least have a gold lead and to have starved out Liquid. But Liquid have just found too much farm on the map for Alliance to really be able to scale as well as they'd like. A Connor with an Ags, a Storm with the items and farm he does. Necro 3 at least picked up at a decent time for mind control, despite how poor of a start he did have. He's back in a position where he can have a big influence on this game. Alliance going to try and make adjustments. So they picked up a gem. They're going to go for some smoke plays, looking to fight around their ulti cooldowns. They want to make the next moves. I mean, they have to make the next moves. Their lineup will just not naturally scale as well as Liquid's will.
Let's see what kind of cash they can get. Jonas and Fam. I mean, KuroKy, it's a kill, but it's not necessarily the one that they'd hope for. Miracle, that is.
Oh,
KuroKy has to relocate. Let's see how KuroKy plays as 1-4. Starts to relocate up. Over he goes, and bam, Miracle, you're out. No, in fact, no.
Again, we see Hanskin cancel the relocate with the Fire Blast, but the problem was they didn't have the fall-off damage to the Storm. He's got lots of mana. He should still be okay here.
As we're seeing, you know, once the lasso's gone, you're not holding Miracle in place, but you can still push the lanes down. But the same could be said for both sides. Matumbaman knocking on the tier 3s. Limp will come back into this one. Matumbaman, well, they'll say thanks for the Essence Shift stack, starting to build them up. Limp has got a Ghost Scepter. EGM turning up as well. Matumbaman to head out. And again, just lack of lockdown and control, and Miracle just zips out straight down the middle, grabs out Loda. He's still got a bit of mana in the tank to play with the Soul Burn. Does it? Loda's down. Brawl from Mind Control to Jonas and Fam. This is going to be more Bloodstone charges into the pocket of Miracle. Double kill for the Storm. Let's make it a triple kill. KuroKy, you going to steal this one today? No, you're not. Miracle picks up another. Meanwhile, down bottom, but Matumbaman kills Limp.
There's no buybacks on these heroes. It was just such a good play by Matu to be split pushing the bottom lane. As soon as anyone TP's back, the call is made from Matu. Okay, 2 are TPing back. Go ham, Miracle. Go in on whatever fight you want. He finds Loda without a Manta Star, which meant the Orchid completely destroyed him. And
Miracle.
Alliance are in all sorts of trouble now.
Absolute Miracle now. He can do what he wants. Zips in, EGM's down. I mean, it really is looking like this is... well, Liquid having a good series, and a good series for them as well. They've obviously been having some tough times recently, but here in this series against Alliance, they're showing us that they can certainly make it work. Miracle still has that kind of star flare performances up his sleeves, and Liquid managing to provide the platform for him to pull that off, which, as of recent days, it felt that Miracle just didn't kind of gel as well with the team of Liquid, but they're showing us here that they could definitely make it work.
And good to see him doing the Storm. He opened DreamLeague with a very rough Storm game where he got completely destroyed in the mid lane. I think that was against No One on the Mirana, where he just got completely obliterated and outplayed. He's saying, look, guys, I still know how to play Storm. That was an off game. Watch me carry this one.
Well, Miracle's going to head over and take himself another Bloodstone charge. I'll have that one, and in fact, I'll have this one as well. So, zips in onto Loda. What kind of turnaround can we get? The silence onto him at the moment. He still doesn't have the golem. He's going to be jumped on, and Clips comes out. Brave onto him, keeping him alive. Loda trying to fight back into this one. In fact, getting mind control down low, and they'll take the kill. They'll get both. KuroKy will fall as well due to the fatal bonds. This time, Alliance will take 2. The rest are Liquid. They are just going to play it safe and back their way out. So Alliance do manage to punch back that time round, taking 2 kills for the loss at the bat, but they still need a little bit more than that one to bring themselves into this. It's going to be a long climb for Alliance.
Yeah, Alliance held it well on the high ground there, using the Eclipse effectively. And for Liquid, it was a good time to back, because Limp did have his ultimate back up. So he's hit level 16 now, but it's just not that scary pushing Warlock, because you're never in a position to really push out the lanes because of that mobility of the Storm Spirit, the Beastmaster, the Sluck. These heroes are going to be pushing out those side lanes, forcing you back. If you're Alliance, you've got to find a pickoff. You need to use those smokes, the Batrider lasso, find these key kills, and then transition from there into a push. But that's going to get more and more difficult now, as Miracle just 900 gold away from completing a Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, that is... yeah, it's going to be one of those games, one of those Miracle games by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It already is. 10-3-3, 21 Bloodstone charges, 27.5 minutes in.
There's Roche back available, something Alliance could just try and run and go for. They've scattered it out now with an Alpha Wolf.
I look towards Matumbaman in the mid, but straight up Shadow Dancing and backing himself away. Mind control.
Oh,
Gordon's the fray as Boba indeed recalls him in.
There's a lot of Liquid heroes grouped up.
No Eclipse, but they do have the Chaotic Offering if Limp finds the opening to pop it down on.
Liquid have a good idea of where Alliance are. They may not know they're in the pit right now. They know they were around this mid lane, and they can force them back by pushing up top. Matu will just find an illusion, but this is possibly signal to push this high ground.
And they've got quite a push as well, as we've been saying.
No one's on the high ground. Roche is only halfway speed. They're killing it quite slowly here.
They're going to lose tier 3s at the least here, gods.
Yeah, they're going to TP back. They may even have to... They're leaving load at Roche, who's killing it still, as I said, fairly slow.
Well, that's a tier 3 gone. Racks are exposed. Alliance. And what are they going to do about this? They will finish off Roshan. Looks like Liquid are being a little tentative about how they commit for this push.
Yeah, at some point you're just like, where are they? What are they doing? Are they smoke wrapping around on us? And with that upheaval slow, Slark didn't want to find himself suddenly in a team fight.
Oh, he's looking to cut people off. Hello, EGM.
Got a free kill.
That looks to be it. Okay, they're forcing away. Miracle, he wants that kill. And will he get it? Oh, no, he won. Good grave. EGM sets the time now. Miracle actually a little low on the mana front here. Jonas and Fan does have a lasso, but of course Kuroki's there with the backup. Raw to hold back Jonas and Fan. Chaotic offering drop. Will catch free. They'll turn towards mind control. They're going to get it. The jump forward, but Miracle silences up. Hanskin. Vortex within Jonas and Fan. Oh, the grave from EGM. Keeps Jonas and Fan alive. No, he's being shadow worded up. He's going to continue to chase, but Miracle's already down to the bottom. Kuroki's there with the backup. So even if they wanted to, Alliance can't jump forward onto this one. Matuma Man on the back. He's still ready to fight. He still has the shadow dance available if needs be. It's going to get lassoed actually around the top. And a good eclipse as well. They brought him down. Now Alliance find the Slark. Miracle still toying with the idea of getting himself back and stuck into the fight, but he'll leave it off. So Alliance do kill off Matuma Man there.
Yeah,
a big kill and a nice tasty chunk of gold there for the Swedes.
It really looked like Miracle's in trouble. It's so impressive watching how he plays from a disadvantaged position there. It just looks like he's dead. He's got 2 or 3 heroes on top of him. It looks like they're about to jump in, but he recognizes, okay, I'm going to silence one and then go for the kill on the other. He almost brings down the back until EGM gets off a clutch last-second grave. Just great play by Miracle under pressure, but it was a better play by Alliance as a team. The individual plays of Miracle aren't going to win you a fight like that. Alliance recognized that Liquid had overstepped their boundaries. They swarm on in. They don't get the kill on Storm, unfortunately, but they get the bigger... Well, no, not bigger kill. They get a really nice kill on the Slark and find themselves at least able to push out their lanes for now. Still in a very rough spot overall strategically because of how hard to deal with Miracle is going to be.
A Miracle. I mean, this is a ballsy man toying around with Alliance here in their own jungle.
He's got to know to play whenever that Link is on cooldown. That Batrider could be suddenly finding him.
But whilst it's all been going on, Loda's still been keeping himself very clean this game. 2-1-9, and he has been making the making the farm happen.
He has gone a bit more on the defensive side of things with the BKB Manta.
Hansken.
Oh, he got caught mid-4 star.
There is a grave available. There it is. Hansken might be saved. The shadow word him up as well. Look at the heal. The man jumps forward and will take down the Ogre. Now looking for more with the lasso there, but the return Raw onto Jonas and Fan. They'll definitely put the man though. The Slark is dead. Miracle zips himself in and out. He's now low on the tank. Will be manned up by Volva. With a buyback from Ogre. Kuroki splitting off to the north, trying to draw the attention of Alliance away as he jumps back over. Will get punished, but the rest of his team is allowed to walk off. But again, these lassos from Jonas and Fan, you know, you look at a Slark, you know he's slippery with a Dark Pact and Shadow Dance, but each time he's managing to work around that and allow Alliance to kill off Matuma Man.
I'm not sure if he had the Lincolns during that fight, but Slarks are Lincolns now, but either way, they're playing around these Lincolns really well. Warlock now picks one up.
Lincoln's boys.
But yeah, this is proving to be a bit more of a challenge for Liquid to end things off here.
This is impressive fighting from Alliance.
Their team play has been phenomenal this game, because I feel like since the Storm came online for the last 10 minutes, they've been in a slightly disadvantaged position, but they've just outplayed Liquid as a team.
See how much they can get done with this. I mean, they forced the fortification out. They've got the ults as well. I mean, Eclipse is there. Chaotic offering as well.
With bottom racks down, it looks like they're going to maybe be pulled back to defend, and the creeps have left the Radiant base, so backdoor protection will be kicking in. It is still Liquid now with that racks advantage. They'll be feeling pretty good about themselves.
Matuma Man. What's he going to do here? They need to set up on Jonas and Fan. Force back. They've got it. He's down. Eclipse comes down from Loda there. They're looking for the turnaround, but Matuma Man jumps in. Has the Shadow Dance. Looking to work into Hansken. Backup coming for the rest of the team. But Loda puts the BKB. Turns towards Matuma Man, forcing him back. Jonas and Fan buys back for this one. Looking to join the fray. Mind control. Gets the Necro units out to zip across. Miracle silencing up Limp. Jumps in. Takes out Hansken. He's Jonas and Fan. Can he find the lasso? He needs a big one, but Miracle hiding on the high ground. keeping himself out of harm's way. They're not going to find him. Alliance will still move over, looking to chase Matuma Man, but Matuma Man gets off. So Alliance, they lose one, they lose two, they buy back on the, Jonas and Fan brought back to me, yeah. And Liquid lose nothing there.
They did recover their gem, where it was kind of like Liquid just didn't want to pick it up. They had 3 heroes standing on top of them, like, okay, someone going to pick up the gem? Nope, Slack didn't want to pick it up. Then I saw the next hero come along, the Beastmaster. I was like, okay, Beastmaster will drop a TP or his smoke and grab it. Nope, he didn't want to pick it up. But even so, it's still Liquid who find themselves in a position to actually push down another tower, potentially go and threaten high ground here. There is the Infernals to worry about, but there's no Eclipse. And they do have this ability just to jump in with the Storm, find kills early on. Bloodthorn now for Miracle. He's upgraded it. He does a lot of right-click damage with this. EGM has to be very careful. Does have plate mail to block some of the physical damage.
We'll see
Really tricky for him.
how Alliance stop this. Matuma Man needs to be careful of these lassos. They've caught him out a few times.
I mean, they may just go for that top, like try and split push the top racks with the Storm. Like he could just ball in top, grab the range racks, maybe even threaten the melee racks while the rest of his team linger around the mid lane.
Things coming out from Liquid. They want to try and maybe wrap down around the bottom lane, get themselves in the base that way round.
Miracle's got such a big mana pool now. He can jump from afar and solo kill heroes if he hits that ball lightning on point. So got to be very, very careful. There we go. Dazzle's got the Lotus off. This is a key pickup against that Bloodthorn, so they do have a solution for it now, and this does perhaps give them some options as far as this next upcoming team fight goes and dealing with the Storm and his aggression.
Looks like Liquid for the time being. They're backing off. They know that these fights can go badly for them. They're probably getting a little bit more respect for the power of Alliance's team fight now at this stage after the last couple of experiences where they have lost members and got us to the point where they were nearly losing a set of racks themselves, Liquid. So being a little bit more careful about how they can compose themselves this game.
Yeah, and their late game's definitely been their weakest point as a team from what we've seen here in DreamLeague. They've had some very strong early to mid games. Saw yesterday their game 2 against NP where they just tried to brute force things, fed away a lot of lives, and ultimately the Naga show began. But
I like this as well. He's just chilling. Miracle, 9K
Sure.
ward.
It's a very expensive observer ward.
Isn't it? Yeah, inflation hitting Dota 2 pretty hard. But Miracle, he's waiting. He's waiting for someone to come over there. Someone to look for a little bit of fun. There we go, Miracle camp. AFK. He's waiting.
Yeah, good thing this isn't a pub game.
Yep, 5-minute abandon incoming.
Damage.
He's still chilling.
Boba's even trying to bait people top by like throwing illuminates and stuff. Like,
So,
all right,
look,
I'll bring him up here.
I'm an old man on my own. There's no Storm Spirit hiding here.
It's a loader. Loader's not the best or easiest to kill. With a Raw, it could be. Mind control.
Should get EGM here. Oh, Miracle's now revealed himself. Oh, it worked out. Look at Miracle. Patience from the Storm pays off. He finds one, zips in for more. The buyback from Loader is forced out. Liquid. It worked out. The 9K plays there. Go AFK on Cliff. Start doing it in your pubs today. Please don't.
It happens all the time in my 4K pub zone. Don't
Absolutely. But it worked out.
4Ks were ahead of their time, Owen.
They were.
I'm telling you.
That's what they tell me. I don't believe them. They jump in, they've actually managed to find the lasso onto Miracle. Miracle, well, say goodbye to those Bloodstone charges, sons. Knocked down to 16 and knocked off the map for a full 5 seconds and a lot of money going Loader's way there. Tasty bit of bounty as he picks up the kill.
Very juicy. That's
hang on, Gods. The buyback goal penalty. It's not as good as it seems.
No.
It's not as good as it seems. Loader.
It was rough.
He lost more than 10% there.
Yep.
Well, this game's certainly proving to be, feels like one of the closest today.
Absolutely.
It feels like Liquid have the edge with this kind of Storm in this position that they are, but at the same time, Alliance is showing us some really good plays in the way that they go out dealing these fights. Jonas and Fan is hitting some fantastic lassos, and a Loader is going to become this huge late game threat, and you hit good fatal bombs and a chaotic offering from Limp, and suddenly the team fight's over for Liquid.
The fact they've been able to kill Slack twice with the lasso recently, as well as the Storm even more recently, is very impressive considering there's Lincoln Spheres up. It's very hard to play against Lincoln's back because you got to break the Lincolns with your Yules, then lasso. It gives them time to react. If you're a Slark, you just push your ultimate. If you're a Storm, you push your ultimate, fly away.
Daedalus on Luna as well. Not something that we get to see every day.
They need more damage. Don't blame them going for this item. Where maybe more a traditional line would be the butterfly, but this is just even more just raw damage output coming out, less survivability. But hey, survivability hasn't really been the issue so much.
I mean, I guess they've got ways to deal with the Bloodthorn, but obviously one of those items that can eradicate the power of the evasion of the butterfly. Just having that true strike down on a target.
Yep.
So yeah, looking for the shredded damage. Jonathan Fan, he's been hitting those lassos. We'll see if he can pull up anything off here, but it looks like indeed Matu straight out down to the bottom. Bobbles in the tree line, and Liquid find the space to get themselves Roshan. And yeah, there we have it. Aegis onto Miracle. And also, once this all goes on, Kuroki, he's getting closer and closer to having a heart.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good for an IO. I don't know where he pulls that up from, but why not? Very, very tanky after that. But yeah, Miracle can look to fill out another item slot, perhaps replace his TP for a push. But having the Aegis just means he can go aggressive, not worrying about the lasso. You can definitely kill him once with that lasso, but killing him a second time after on Aegis respawn is just damn near impossible. Like to see Limp kind of transition into a sheep stick at this point. I think it's just going to become a necessary item for them to have in the late game. They just can't be relying entirely on the Batrider lasso. And now Storm with the BKB. There we go. He's upgraded that TP scroll and going to become that much more of a beast in these team fights with this item.
I mean, do you feel that Liquid do have that pressure on them to fight?
No, there's not any timer by any means, but with an Aegis, this could be one of their stronger points, as well as the fresh BKB.
Who's holding the cheese at the moment?
EC coming, Beastmaster. Mind Control.
Mind Control, the cheese.
The end of the world. No Snickers bar, but it's a close second.
And I guess in terms of items for Mind Control, he's going to look to pick up a Refresher next? Or?
Yeah, I'd say Refresher. Maybe makes a pit stop for a Boots of Travel, just so he can have that extra bit of mobility himself. And then you can just play around the Miracle Storm a bit better with Boots of Travel. But you've got the recall from Coddle as well, so you don't necessarily have to have Boots of Travel. I mean, Liquid right now are just itemizing so much more for the late game. They've got Coddle with a lot of farm, 4k gold, so we could see a Hex on Coddle. Looks like it's going to be a Lotus Orb or a Lincoln's with the Perseverance, though. IO's getting farm, you mentioned the Heart coming up. So all 5 heroes are kind of going well into the late game, whereas for Alliance, they're struggling to get there outside of the Luna. Like, Luna's doing great, but then you look at Bat, who's still struggling to get a BKB, which is like, even when he gets the BKB, he's still going to be behind in terms of farm. Similar thing, like Ogre's not going to get any scarier, Dazzle doesn't get any scarier from here, so all 5 Liquid heroes will progress item-wise, whereas for Alliance, it's really only 1, maybe 2 of them.
I like this build as well from the Timberman. Not the kind of your everyday build from Slark, but offering for the AC, this kind of Shadowblade, Echo Saber standard. Lincoln's obviously because of the pace and what's going on in this game, and worried about those lassos. And finishing off with the AC, I mean, this is going to allow them to just take down the base of Alliance that little bit quicker if they get their hands on it. And great against, of course, the minus armor. EGMs, weaves and such, a little less of an issue thanks to the AC.
Yeah, the physical damage definitely adds up a bit now with the Infernals as well as the Luna with the Daedalus, so something they do need to respect in these upcoming fights. But it seems Liquid are going full greed mode. I mean, Mind Control has not left the Radiant jungle in a good 5 minutes here, and it was just to farm up his Refresher.
Miracle's got him. He's starting to kick this one off, looking to control Loader. Loader there has the backup. Man.
And this is where playing with a Coddle is so nice, because you outfarm your opponents heavily, because he doesn't have to leave his jungle because he can get recalled in, and that's exactly what they're going to do now. He just spent 5 minutes AFK farming jungle at 42 minutes in. That's like unheard of, but Coddle allows you to do this.
Ooh, a good Miracle! My goodness, the damage done there from Loader and the minus armor from EGM's Weave. Bringing Miracle right down.
Might need a TP home if possible. Oh, he's got the Coddle. Illuminate. There we go.
I mean, that Coddle Illuminate with IO is pretty disgusting.
The double heal. Oh boy. He got a good 1500 HP off of that. So they can just keep chipping away at this Rax, it looks like. The Aegis still has a good full minute left on it.
I mean, this is the thing we're seeing. Liquid very much in control of the map and the game, but we know that Alliance can take a good fight if Liquid make a mess up on these high ground advances. And if Jonas and Fan gets a good lead in, Miracle to jump forward. The Linkers will be popped. Jonas and Fan maybe seeing if he can get a last opportunity, but they illuminate, making sure there's going to be no blink force from the back.
That's really going to use on an Aegis.
Again, taking a lot of damage, but it's fine. He's got a lot of backup, a lot of self-sustain, so they can keep doing this, whittling away at the racks.
It's split push too. Beastmaster's just lingering around mid. Through his Necrobooks just to the tier 3 tower. And we'll be able to refresh if he wants to summon some more, if he sees an opportunity to take out that tier 3 tower or a Rax.
Really is Alliance having the pressure put on from both lanes indeed, and we'll see how they do it at the moment. Loda, well, he's going to be jumping on Miracle, ready to make a move. They need to pop the Lincolns and get that lasso. There's going to be the initial fire blast.
Again, Beastmaster as well as Slack just poking their heads in the mid lane. Get about 200 or 300 damage there, so it's a couple hundred damage on the top racks, a couple hundred damage on the mid tower. Bit by bit, Liquid are pulling apart Alliance, but they lost their Aegis now, which means Miracle has to play a lot safer when they're making these plays and moves.
Yeah, they could go again for just waiting a bit for a bit of the iron timing.
Alliance, they're pinging to smoke. It looks like they want to take advantage of the Aegis expiring.
Kuroki's nearly got his heart though. A few hundred gold and he'll have that in the bank. I imagine as the IR at this stage, it's likely to see him go all in for the recipes. No, would he save for buyback at this stage?
I don't think he needs to.
You just want that heart?
I think you just want the heart.
It makes that much of a difference.
And he doesn't have buyback now, so...
Yeah.
In fact, he bought the Reaver. If he's going to buy a Reaver and not have buyback, I figure he's going to buy a heart and not have buyback. Plate mail now for Storm, so he's getting tankier with some extra armor, the likely shivers to come. That's definitely been the one area where he's not all that survivable.
But here comes the smoke. They're looking for Miracle to jump in. Jonas and Fan pops the Lincolns beautifully, gets the lasso follow, drags Miracle back into the hands of Alliance, and Miracle is taken down.
Beautiful.
45 seconds on the side.
He's so good at that. He's so quick with the Yules into lasso. There's a small window where Storm could react and ball lightning. He'd probably have to ball the direction he's facing. He wouldn't have time to actually turn, but Jonas is just very quick with that.
Yeah, I think about this is what when he jumps in at the same time as yours, he throws the flame breakouts. There's that kind of little bit of a jump back as well, making it harder for the Storm to react. There we have it. For me, Jonas and Fan's lassos have been absolutely key to keeping Alliance in this game.
And the fact, I think this game would have ended at 30 minutes if not for those 2 kills on the Slack that he got in quick succession. Matu was farming away, having a big impact, and suddenly he just died twice in a few minutes, and you're like, what happened? Where'd the Slack go? He just melted, and as it stands, it's still going to be a very tough game for Alliance to win. You can see they're just not able to push out these lanes. You've got a 15k net worth Coddle, an IO with a heart. This is not conditions where you normally win games if you're in Alliance's shoes, but anything's definitely possible with how farm Luna is and how well Alliance are playing as a team, finding the pickoffs on the Batrider. Looks like Limp will go for the refresher. So has the Perseverance, very close to being able to complete this.
Oh, just a mild observation. I've noticed, for people looking at the top, Liquid did win the first game. I just realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the memes have already been made in chat, but the score is 1-0 to Liquid, just to settle it straight. For any of you guys who've joined us here in the second game. Don't worry, if you did miss the first one, this one seems to be, it feels this one's a lot better, in terms of kind of less mistakes being made and more just great plays from both teams.
Yeah, it's been very, very polished on both sides. And right now, Liquid, you can really see they're struggling to push and break through to win the game because of just how well Alliance have held their high ground. But Machu's going to opt for a Blink Dagger, replaces his Shadow Blade for this one. I think deciding he wants that instant escape.
Yes, and it's... who's carrying the gem at the moment, actually, for that, right? A bit of action kicking in as Miracle makes a jump onto Loda. Loda has got the backup of his team, but BKB popped by Miracle. Looking towards EGM. EGM gets forced back to jump forward. From the Samurai gets the back from EGM. EGM's down. Good time for the Shallow Grave. Coming towards Handscared. Handscared in trouble as well. But Samurai pops the Shallow Grave. Going to take down a second. Double kill for Miracle. Loda has to pop BKB. The Eclipse. He's looking to turn around. Turning towards Volleyball. Now towards Miracle. Miracle stepping back. He's fairly low on the man. And the Linkers is popped. He gets himself up to the high ground. And Kuroki will start to heal him up with the urn. Miracle's going to be fine for the time being, and they're going to relocate him out, get Miracle back to base.
Oh, he didn't have mana for a lasso there, I think. And the Linkers was down. If he found that lasso, it would have been huge.
Oh, and here we have Mind Control with the Roranti. Jonas and Fan, the second Roranti EGM, but Mind Control surrounded as Loda comes in to join the crew.
managed to backdoor that top melee rack.
And at the same time, Limp actually able to finish off the Superman on the start. Miracle needs to find a big kill here. He really
Machi's got no
does.
buyback.
He's looking for Loader, but he's got to play it safe. Yeah, and now Miracle.
There's no relocate safe this time. Can they chase this
Jonas
down?
and Bat's
Back to the lasso.
here. Here comes the Batman. Pretty much the hero of the game. A good silence, though. Make sure the Miracle doesn't get locked down.
If he went, he didn't realize the Lincolns was down. The Yules actually worked against him there. Jonas a bit unlucky. He'd gone straight into the lasso. Could have perhaps brought down an additional kill on Miracle. 50 seconds though without Slack, and that 35 on Beastmaster. Alliance unfortunately losing the top melee racks, but the Rat Dodo, the Beastmaster, being a bit pesky for them. But even so, they're in a position to push out some of these lanes, maybe make some headway in this game.
It did cost them the use of both ultimates and the buybacks of the both supports,
Yeah.
and Loader realizes he's got to go all in.
I like it.
We're seeing the Lunar Loader Divine Rapier coming out now, the 48-minute mark.
They're
And
going to
this
go
is
for the
it.
throne, I believe.
This is it. They've got to go all in. It's got to be big. And again, Jonas Van, he's done it. He's got the lasso. He brings Miracle back, but Kuroki's there with a clutch relocate.
Let's
Takes
load his
Miracle out.
BKB down, which hurts for the push, because not having a BKB makes this very tough.
He does have good backup
Can they get the
support.
recall?
EGM's going to be back on his way down to join the team. Alliance have to pull it together to pull this one through. Kuroki's down. He's out for 60 seconds. One man out for Liquid. Alliance coming together as 5 in the mid lane as EGM ready to join from behind.
There's no lasso to deal with the storm, though. That makes life a little bit more difficult for Alliance. Their lineup does very much lack the lockdown, and the refresher for Warlock's available, but he's only got one lot of drops.
Oh, Alliance, they're looking to do it. Matuma Man jumps in, immediately gets himself out. Loaded with this rapier, takes down the tier 3s, moving on now to the racks.
Blinding light's so annoying to push into.
They've got to be careful, Alliance. They've got to be so careful here. They're going to get away with the mid-range. No, the fortification goes down. Mike jumping on the back. The first floor onto Limp. The vortex bringing him back. Limp. He's got to try and get that right. Oh, there we have it. The refresher. The chaotic offering shot. The Timberman. Shadow Dancing has to back himself out, and they've turned around the damage. There's too much from Alliance. They've taken down Mind Control. Miracle. He's looking for EGM. He's low on mana. The Lakers is one gets himself up behind him. Hand step. Just one hits the fire blast. Can they kill off Miracle? He has been loaded. So turns around and Loader with the right click. Miracle. He can't get out. He's down. Loader's done it. Takes down Sean. Storm by that. Dips straight in. Silence from EGM. Brings in the dazzle. EGM's going to fall. They've lost 2 alive. Loader pops the BKB. He's in the back with the Divine Rapier damage. But Superman has to jump away. They turn towards Miracle.
I think Alliance need to back off now. They can just back off, defend their base. Their drones die.
Oh, Miracle.
It's a disaster.
Orcus Loader. The blinding light again. Manually. They said it was nerfed, but Loader's been stunned. Turns back onto Miracle. Miracle. He's going to go down.
The
Not
giant
back to
throne.
Storm, but the throne is falling. Matuma Man, he's done it with Kuroki. The game is over. Liquid take the series 2-0.